Good evening. The three C's of life: choices, chances, changes. You must make a choice to take a chance, or your life will never change. Welcome to BMC News Live in English, brought to you by Al Hilal Hospital Inti Medical Centers. I am Vinod Narayan, joining you with the daily news updates. Today's headlines. Bahrain's second voluntary review 2023 on track. National Security Advisor and Royal Guard Commander inaugurated Royal Guard Champion Center. GCC Ministerial Committee for Posts and Telecommunications held 27th meeting. Weather fluctuations in Saudi to continue in most regions until Friday. Major earthquake struck Turkey and Syria, scores dead and many trapped. News in detail. Bahrain's second voluntary review 2023 on track. Bahrain's second voluntary review for the Sustainable Development Goals has been unveiled during a press conference. Minister of Sustainable Development Noor bint Ali Al Khulaif shed light on the report in the presence of Foreign Ministry Under Secretary for Political Affairs Dr. Sheikh Abdullah bin Hamad Al Khalifa, UN Resident Coordinator Khalid Al Mekwad and other officials. Al Khulaif highlighted Bahrain's efforts to balance the economic, social and environmental needs in light of the comprehensive development drive led by His Majesty King Hamad bin Isa Al Khalifa. With the support of His Royal Highness Prince Salman bin Hamad Al Khalifa, the Crown Prince and Prime Minister, she highlighted the progress of work on the second voluntary review for the Sustainable Development Goals, noting that the achievement of the 17 Sustainable Development Goals requires a balance between the social, economic and environmental needs. She noted that the Kingdom of Bahrain relies in achieving these goals on the provisions of the National Action Charter, the Constitution and the 2030 Economic Vision, in addition to the Government Work Programme for the years 2023 to 2026. National Security Advisor and Royal Guard Commander inaugurated Royal Guard Champions Center. National Security Advisor, Commander of the Royal Guard, Major General His Highness Sheikh Nasser bin Hamad Al Khalifa, patronized today the opening of the Royal Guard Champions Center. The inauguration was held in conjunction with the 55th anniversary of Bahrain Defence Force. Major General His Highness Sheikh Nasser bin Hamad Al Khalifa unveiled the commemorative plaque declaring the opening of the faculty, which is considered the biggest sporting center in the Kingdom of Bahrain with an area of 2,500 square meters. He listened to a briefing on the state-of-the-art facility, which is outfitted with around 140 sports equipment for various games. The center also contains a multi-use sports track and two rings for combat sports. The National Security Advisor and Royal Guard Commander stressed that the new facility reflects constant keenness to develop the sport infrastructure for its role in enhancing the skills of the military personnel and maintaining their physical fitness. He praised the high level of the Royal Guard affiliates, commending the efforts of all the BDF personnel to boost the combat and administrative readiness. Sustainable Development Ministry and UN Office in Bahrain issued joint statement. The Ministry of Sustainable Development alongside the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and the UN offices launched the preparatory process for the Kingdom of Bahrain's second voluntary national review yesterday, the 5th of February, in the capital Manama, with more than 100 representatives from government entities, the National Assembly diplomatic missions, representatives from the United Nations and various other stakeholders attended the event. The voluntary national review is set to be presented at this year's high-level political forum on sustainable development in July, to be held under the theme of accelerating the recovery from the coronavirus pandemic and the full implementation of the 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development at all levels. The event discussed the Kingdom of Bahrain's efforts and plans towards achieving sustainable development across various fields, which will be reflected in the second voluntary national review. It also outlined the plans to have a wide consultative process that would reflect the spirit of Team Bahrain. The Ministry of Sustainable Development, representing the Government of Bahrain and the UN Resident Coordinator's Office of the Kingdom of Bahrain, commended the strategic partnership, the bilateral collaboration held between them, and the ongoing collaboration with the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, which aims to share Bahrain's experience in achieving sustainable development goals with the international community. Bahrain assumed the presidency of the Digital Cooperation Organization. The Kingdom of Bahrain has today assumed the presidency of the Digital Cooperation Organization in its current session 2023 during the General Assembly, which was held in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. The meeting was attended by ministers of telecommunications representing member states. The Kingdom of Bahrain is one of the first 5 participating countries in the organization, along with the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, Jordan, Kuwait, and Pakistan. Minister of Transportation and Telecommunications Mohammed bin Tamer Al-Kabi expressed delight at the unanimous decision, which reflects the confidence of member states in Bahrain capabilities. He affirmed Bahrain's support for the efforts of all member states and to work in coordination to advance digital economy and provide real opportunities based on the digital economy in the region. Now we will be back after a very short break.
The 16th branch of Megamart and Macromart supermarkets in Bahrain has opened in Sahla. The best offers are available to the customers at affordable rates. Everyone is welcome. During and around the opening day, a variety of fish including salmon, meat and dairy products, roastery, frozen items, food and non-food items, groceries, fruits and vegetables, electronics, garments and ready-to-eat food items are available to the customers at affordable rates. Hearty welcome to all. Megamart and Macromart, your favorite shopping destination.
The exclusive franchisee of Cochin Kala Bhavan in Bahrain, with over a decade of existence in Bahrain. Exclusive online regular classes have started for classical dances, music vocal, instrumental music, cinematic dance, Kathak, Zumba body fitness, karate and yoga, drawing, arts and craft, children's theatre. For more information, please call 3909 6845 3909 4806 3885 2397 or visit www.bahrainmediacity.com.
Welcome back. GCC Ministerial Committee for Posts and Telecommunications held 27th meeting. The Ministerial Committee for Posts and Telecommunications in the Gulf Cooperation Council countries held its 27th meeting here today. The meeting was chaired by Syed bin Hamad Al Mawali, Minister of Transport, Communications and Information Technology of the Sultanate of Oman, Chairman of the current session, and in the presence of Majid Sultan Al Mesmar, Director General of the Telecommunications Regulatory Authority of the United Arab Emirates, Mohammed bin Tamer Al-Kabi, Minister of Transportation and Telecommunications of the Kingdom of Bahrain, Abdullah bin Amr Al-Swah, Minister of Communications and Information Technology of the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, Muhammad bin Ali Al-Manai, Minister of Communication and Information Technology of the State of Qatar, and Omar Saud Al-Omar, Board Chairman of the Communications and Information Technology Regulatory Authority of the State of Kuwait, with the participation of Jassam Muhammad Al-Bidwadawi, Secretary General of the GCC. At the outset of the meeting, the members of the committee congratulated Abdul Dawi on the assumption of his duties as Secretary General of the Gulf Cooperation Council, wishing him success in his tasks in line with the directives of their Majesties and Highnesses, the leaders of the GCC states. Joint Emirates Shield 51 military drill kicked off. The Joint Operations Command of the Ministry of Defence announced the launch of the Joint Emirates Shield 51 military exercise. According to Emirates news agency, the exercise is part of a series of operational drills aimed at boosting combat readiness of the UAE Armed Forces major units. Joint forces from Ground, Presidential Guard, Navy, Air Defence and Joint Aviation Command are participating in the drills, which are being carried out within the waters, airspace and territory of the UAE. Major General Saleh Mohammed bin Mujrin Al Amiri, commander of the joint operations, said that the first phase was concluded successfully after completing all mobilization duties in a timely manner. GCC Secretary General praised the role of Digital Cooperation Organization. Hosted by the Digital Cooperation Organization, Secretary General of the Gulf Cooperation Council, Jazi Muhammad Abdul Daiwi, participated in the second General Assembly in Riyadh today, which was held in the presence of ministers of the member states of the Digital Cooperation Organization. During the meeting, several topics were discussed, most notably the strategic plans and initiatives aimed at promoting digital prosperity in all countries, the status of the digital economy and the challenges facing all countries in achieving digital growth and development globally. On this occasion, the GCC Secretary General congratulated the organization on its 2-year progress towards achieving its goals and the communication of the dialogue on how to achieve digital prosperity for all, in cooperation with experts in the comprehensive system. He wished them further progress and prosperity in a manner that meets the empowerment of digital prosperity for all through the acceleration of the overall growth of the digital economy. In the same context, the Secretary General stressed the great role played by the Digital Cooperation Organization to highlight the importance of digital development in enabling countries to keep pace with the rapid growth of the digital economy through progression into innovation. He also pointed out the development of strategies and programs to promote digital development in order to provide countries and the business community with opportunities created by the rise of the digital economy. Saudi weather fluctuations to continue in most regions until Friday. Most regions of the kingdom are expected to witness weather fluctuations from Monday to Friday. The fluctuations will be represented by dusty surface winds, rising waves, a light rain, snowfall, a drop in temperature, and frost formation, according to a forecast from the National Center of Meteorology. The center stated that the speed of surface winds accompanied by dust will reach more than 60 km per hour during these days. The winds may result in dust storms with full or low visibility in parts of the region such as Tabuk, Al Juf, the northern border region, Hail, Al Qasim, eastern province into Riyadh, as well as in parts of the regions of Makkah and Medina. It is expected high waves to hit the coastal parts of these regions, reaching more than 2.5 meters. Its impact would be felt until Wednesday in the regions of Hail and the northern borders region, the center forecast noted. Many killed as huge earthquake struck Turkey and Syria. More than 2,200 people are known to have been dead and several hundred more injured after a huge earthquake struck southeastern Turkey near the Syrian border. Statements from officials in Turkey and Syria put the death toll likely to rise. The 7.8 magnitude earthquake struck in the early hours of Monday while people were asleep, and dozens of aftershocks have been felt in the hours since. Rescuers are racing to save people trapped beneath the rubble after hundreds of buildings collapsed in both countries. Turkey declared a state of emergency in affected provinces and urged people not to use mobile phones to allow rescuers to coordinate. Millions of people across Turkey, Syria, Lebanon, Cyprus, and Israel felt the earthquake. The epicenter was near the Turkish city of Gaziantep. Kerala government may reduce fuel cess after widespread stir. The Communist Party of India-led Kerala government is likely to reduce the cess on petroleum products to ₹1 from ₹2, and an announcement in this regard will be made in the Assembly on Wednesday during budget discussions, said people close to the ruling Left Democratic Front on Sunday. In the past week, besides opposition parties, LDF alliance partners also expressed reservations over the cess, and truckers and private bus owners associations also sought a tariff hike given by the proposed ₹2 cess. On Friday, Finance Minister T.N. Balagopal proposed a ₹2 cess on petrol and diesel to collect rupees 750 crore additional revenue in the state budget to fund welfare, pension and other social security activities in the state. Many allies like Nationalist Congress Party, Kerala Congress Mani and Congress S also said fuel price hikes would invite enough trouble to ordinary people. With that, we come to the end of today's news. Stay tuned for daily news updates in BMC News Live English at 7:30 p.m. every day. I am Vinod Narayanan signing off from BMC News Live. Good night.